And I'm back. And I can tell it's been a long stream because my voice is slowly getting out of sync in my headphones with my real voice. Thanks, OBS. We're playing Blueprints. We're up to day 53. And I'm going to work my hardest to beat the game today. By beat the game, I mean unlock the last sanctum door, solve the sigil puzzles, I guess that's it, right? What else do I have to do here? Classroom 9 I'd like to do, but it's not urgent. Oh, do the pins in room 46. Let's get to it. Mere hours ago, we found the last two um, blueprints. I guess a red print and a black print for the house. I have no idea what the rarity levels are. We got into one of them, and it said that the last one wouldn't be available until today. Brass compass and gems. Sure. Let's get our money. Are these cleaned up? No, they're not. That's a shame. I'm very curious about emails. There's still safes and stuff, and you gotta open all. I don't think anything in the locker room is gonna matter. It might, but I don't think it's gonna. How many keys would I need to open everything? 17. Shouldn't I have a staff to clean this up or something? Where's Miss Babbage? Get in here. We didn't pick an outer room yet. Let's go do that. Or should I open these rooms first? No, let's go pick an outer room. I messed up yesterday. I've got Monk and forgot to be in a room. So we're just gonna get a random pull here. Tool shed for 2 items. Yeah, let's go with that. Shovel. And a lockpicking kit. Hopefully if we find a computer we can permanently upgrade our lockpicking ability. Alright. Only one box next to this box is false, and it contains gems. Only one box next to this box is false, and it contains gems. Only one box next to this box is false, and it contains gems. As soon as I saw that wording, I was like, they're all going to say that, aren't they? All right. I think it's in white, because if it's not in white, then there's no way to determine. Yeah. But let's go through it. One of these is true, one of these is false, and one of these is either true or false. Only one box next to this box, meaning the white box, is false and contains gems. Since all of these are saying the same thing, we know the false box contains the gems. Or one of the false boxes contains the gems, if there are multiple. If the white box is true, then only one of these two boxes is false, and then the other one must be true. But both of these say that the white box is false and contains gems. So if either of the outside ones are true, white must be false. So white can't be true because then it's a paradox. Alternatively, the first one I came up with, none of the boxes specify which box contains the gems. Therefore, if the white box is true, there's no way to determine between blue and black having the gems. Therefore, white box can't be true. It must be one of the two side boxes that contain the gem, or that are true, and both of them point to white box having the gems. I said I was going to take observatory more often. Apples are extra delicious. We get a diamond, we get some steps, and green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers. Alright, so today's a gem heavy day. I don't know what we need to do to get our special room. But I want it. No, wait. Keycard system first. Alright, log into network. Before we do this, nothing new. Oops. Oh, it might be. Probably. I don't know. Pug, you missed a lot. I'll go through in a sec. Experiment setup. Permanently increase your lockpicking or remove a crate. I've got a lockpick. I want to permanently increase my lockpicking. Apples are extra delicious, but I don't know that they're going to show up more often. Let's do hallway from hallway. Alright, Pug. a very as quick as we can recap of what happened. Molly suggested that I come back here and that I wasn't done with this. So on a whim, I just tried typing the whole thing because what if the bottom three aren't initials? What if it's part of the password? So I didn't know about this. Home security surveillance 94. That wasn't there. Wait, it's the day January 1st. What day is it? Hold on. It's day 53. December 1st is day 25. December 25th is day 49. Wait, 49, 56. It's not yet January 1st, I don't think. Unless I screwed up that math. Day 1. Day 15 is the 21st. This is day 14, day 21, 22, 23. This is day 24 is the 30th. So day 25 is the 1st. So the 31st of December would be day 55. So day 56 would be January 1st. So it's not yet 94. Wonder where 94 shows up here. Grotto is here. Pug, have you seen the security footage? Because if you have, I'm not going to go through it. I'm going to translate the binary. I think it was just counting. I don't think it was anything special. It looked like a very pattern-based thing. Although it might have been doing a thing. You know what? Why not? Yeah. Okay, so that's why you were anxious about it. That's fair. Yesterday, day 52 or whatever it was. We found the floor plan. Actually, day 51. We found the. We opened 3 safes. We found a floor plan of a red room of the museum room where the crown was kept. Oh no, wait, exit. It's 93. And then we found the 3rd microchip. So we opened the grotto, or the Black Bridge, We got the black print. Today is the first day that the black print is in the pool for the throne room. We went over to our scorched sundial. We put them in. So we have a satellite dish. So we now have actual internet uplink with our computer. We can receive emails, though we haven't yet. And we received a packet of laboratory experiments, which is why I was able to select permanently increase your lockpicking skill as one of them. Let's look at this grotto again. One. Yeah. I'm gonna hold skip and go back to it because we're. Oh wait, there we go. Then it was this, I think. I'm writing it down. If we start another video, does it reset the progress of the first one? Yeah, okay. Oh no, it's 01. Okay. Then 1001, then 101. Because they all start with 010, it is probably letters. Because I'm pretty sure that's lowercase letters. It's a 4-digit or 4-letter word, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Um, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 4, 8, 9. 1, 2, 4, 5. So this is A. Crap. M is 13. N O P Q R R. S T V W X Y. Yeah. Okay. R I E. It's spelling ARIE. I don't know if that means anything. That little musical jingle is in your house. Did I do that right? One oh oh 10, then 1001, and then 101. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 17, 18. Yep. 8, 9, 5. I don't know if 010 is lowercase or uppercase. I think 011 is uppercase, 010 is lowercase. Cloak Castle Court. Is it in that order? Court, Cloak Castle. Yeah. So the word castle reminds me of this puzzle. in which ARIE does not fit. We might have to translate something. I don't know. I don't know that it is anything. There is one missing video here. Alright. Give me conservatory and let me change the throne room. Damn. Classroom will give us an apple. Was that? No, we didn't take apple. We took hallways from hallways, right? So I think we just storeroom. Yeah, we took hallways from hallways. When we draft hallways from hallways, we increase our lockpicking. Armory. Give me an axe. The heck? I wonder if only 2 axes ever appear. And now I'm stuck with torch forever. Oh, good. They're all facing the right way. Let's do reading nook, and then we can get library, and then maybe bookshop. Trunk. All right. Anything new here that today's December 29th. Yes. It is day 53. So December 30th would be 54. December 31st would be 55. January 1st would be 56. Okay, good. I mathed correctly. I wonder if to do it's where you draft the armory. Maybe because I had pawn before, so I didn't upgrade tonight but until reaching rank 8. So I would only ever draft armory up in the higher ranks. Maybe that is it. Interesting. And now that I'm just knight, I'm drafting it in lower ranks, and it's always. Or I wonder if I had the the laser, whatever it's actually called. I wonder if I had that when I was drafting the armory the first time. So it's like, oh, well, you can't have the torch then because you already have a thing to light things. Craig O may have a bit of a problem. I will never draft passageway on the first 5 ranks. Really? I'm not seeing anything new here. Or anything that's popping out at me. The day after drafting freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle. So it doesn't even matter if you heat it up. If you draft it at all, you can't see it the next day. Okay. Nothing new there. Or nothing that I skimmed over before that popped out to me this time. Hmm. Classroom gives me 3 free rerolls. Which I think is better than the garage's keys. The book the person was looking at was over on here or something. But also, this was like 7 years ago. I don't even know if he grabbed a book from the shelf or if he was just looking at it from over here. I think he was just standing here reading it and he's like, "Hey, Mary, look at this." I'm going to go look at the books up here for a sec. He maybe pulled something out, but let's see here. Longest day, 4.5 hours, huh? All right. I've drafted more red rooms than shops? Wow. Why is this number not the same? Did I fail a parlor? When did I fail a parlor? Did I draft a parlor and then not walk in it and then never make it back to that room? Maybe that's what happened. I drafted a parlor and didn't go in it because I don't remember failing a parlor. Upgrade discs 15. There's only one more. Red letter 6, Sanctum Key 7. Still missing 2. Final exams all 8. Okay. Nothing new up there. Alright, so I open the classroom. Why does a kid have this magnifying glass? Extra delicious. Alright. Science. Today's colors, though. Two reroll dice is pretty good. But I can't secret passage for a black room. Let's buy some things. I don't need a sledgehammer because I already have the mace. Or the Morningstar. Metal detector would be good. Salt shaker would be good. I want to go north. Chapel here. Oh, Den doesn't go north. I think Chapel here, and I don't Knight's Shield. Save that for, like, Archives or... I think I just open these now. Beep. Ah. I got excited when I saw a big black room here. Pool lets us go south, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill up all of this from just the entrance hall. And it has 2 chests. Or a pair of trunks, sorry. Why is my metal detector not going off at all this stuff? Parlor gets us to the east wing. Conference room, secret garden, observatory, mirror room, observatory X2, double delicious. That's so many steps. The empty boxes are both true. The empty boxes are both false. This is not an empty box. Alright. I can't wait until I get 4.2 E27 steps per apple. I just rewatched all the Alzara prophecies. I don't remember which is which. Which was number 2? That wasn't the one about watching me. Wasn't number 2 like White Sands, Find the Door? The empty boxes are both true. If this is true, it's empty. Was the manager's destroyed one? Oh, okay. No, I think... Was that 2 or was that 3? I don't remember. Whatever. The empty boxes are both false. These both can't be true. One is true, one is false. They could both be false if the empty boxes, one is true and one is false. This is not an empty box. So this is saying there's stuff in here. So blue and black both can't be true because this is saying the empty boxes are true. And this is true. Oh, my brain. Hold on. Go through case by case. Case 1, the gems are in blue. The empty boxes are both true. The empty boxes are both false. This is not an empty box. So this is false. The empty boxes are both false. Is a paradox. Because these two boxes, this is false. If this is false, then it's actually true, which means it should be false. So that's a paradox. So the gems can't be in blue. Case 2, the gems are in white. This is not an empty box. This again is false. The empty boxes are both true. This is false. They're actually both false. The empty boxes are both false is true. So if the gems are in white, we have a case that works. If the gems are in black, this is not an empty box, is true. These are the two empty boxes. They both can't be false and true. So blue is definitely false, and then white is another paradox, the same as the first case. Where white, if white is true, then it means it's false, and it means it's true, and so on. So the only case that works is that if the gems are in white. I should be writing down which rooms have fireplaces in them, shouldn't I? Can I see them from here? I can tell from here. Okay. Den goes north and south. Does the furnace count as a fireplace? Maybe? I don't know. Aquarium will let us, if we draft a hallway from here, we trigger the thing. And also it's a green room, so it has a flower. And also there's nothing buried. And also, there's a coin in the corner. Plus 2 items if drafted adjoined to a bedroom. That's worth it. We don't need the sledge, but okay. Normal key, a die, and a silver key. Where were the last two? Safes. The study, which... Hold on. We did the study. We have 6 letters. There's only one safe left. And it's in the drafting studio. We have the magnifying glass. We axed the cost of it, so that's good to know. Nope, no. Here. We have the magnifying glass. It's gotta be with the calendar. I had to just have to figure out how. So it's just the one last safe. Although I don't know how they're going to fit a red envelope in there. That'll be fun. Hallway from a hallway. Hallway from a hallway. Smash. Ooh. Hallway from a hallway. And that gets us to the corner as well. Or do I do dining room for steps? No, pool hall. It gets me keys. Gets me better at lockpicking, so I don't need keys. There's a key on the floor. There's a coin. Remember that time you spent like hours in the casino? Yeah, I'm never going back there ever again. Diamond. Flip the digits. Okay. Here's my guide. Is it flip it after each? It must be after all. Right. I do everything on this level and then flip. So this is 20 plus 1 plus 10 is 31. Flipped is 13. Yes. Okay. 14. Flipped is 41. Minus 1 is 40 divided by 20 is 2. 10 flipped is 01 times 20? Yes. Okay, cool. Not what I was expecting, but that's welcome. Sure. Absolutely. Dog barking in the hallway. In my hallway, not in the game's hallway. Nursery here seems like a good idea. Kind of wish we could break into the entrance hall and then go up from there without having to run all the way back. Do I want a garden here? Or do I want to just lockpick? Let's just lockpick this. No. Let's do a garden key here. That'll spread a lot of fruit. It's a broken lever here. Nice. Alright, might as well pull the levers.
Nice.
Skip. Alright, if I want to backtrack to the entrance hall, now would be a decent time because of all that food that's spread. I can go be searching for that. Let's do that. And then we'll come back here. Because these apples are extra delicious today. You know what? Sure. There's probably more fruit. Wonder if the numbers on the billiard ball tells anything? Probably not, but you know. They might. If they do, it's going to be something that we can probably find elsewhere. Or they'll hint at it later and I'll curse myself for not actually looking at the numbers. Why no fruit? Banana. Well, people don't just put fruit down in the corridor? Come on now. I don't think I need gems. I might later, but... Extra apple? No? And these kids bring fruit in for the teacher. Bad kids. Green apple. I don't see a fruit, so I'm not going in. All right. So many gems. And a key. We're going to be very item rich today. Do we just power sludge? What else can we make? Pick sound amplifier. I like my my metal detector though. It picks up a lot of items. Salt doesn't go with anything, right? Burning glass, but where do you have the torch? Yeah, we made all the craftables. Detector shovel. We do detector shovel and power sledge, right? Yeah. Sorry, power hammer. We did hook up wires to the top here, though I don't know how they make the hammer swing better. Did you miss anything important? No, we backtracked. We got Secret Garden for fruit. We were backtracking to get all the fruit we can, and we're just, going up here. I don't. There's nothing else I can make. Redraw. Breaker box. We're going back through security anyway. Let's do that off. Oh, we have the key card anyway. We want it on. Oops. I probably shouldn't have picked this, but whatever. We want to turn it off anyway. No, we'll Um, as we go through security, we definitely want to turn up security doors to maximum occurrences, though. It's on the lights stay on? Yeah, that's true. Why did we turn it up? We have a key card, so we want to find more security doors and fewer just normal locked doors. Have you drafted a new red room? Yes, we did that yesterday. Yeah, let's go from here. Why are security doors better? Because we have a key card. We can open them. And they won't cost us anything. If we run out of normal keys, the security door can still be opened. Wait a minute. Why haven't I meant to do this at the start of the day. Look at it. 5 gems. That's good to know. Rare. Figured that. Former seat of power of Arinda Ares before the current era and rise of the Red Banner. It's a 3-way room, so not in corners. It's rarest plus 5 gems. And it has a whole lot of those candles that look like they might be lit by torches. And also a bunch of statues. Anyway. Lockpick. Bedroom gives us a bunch of steps from nursery. When type addition matters, I think they just tagged everything with like as many things as possible. Hallway, dead end. I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's anything that actually counts the number of entry type rooms you have. I think it's just so like they get this symbol or just an extra tag so you know more about it at a glance. Maybe I don't know. Because most rooms trigger on draft and not on entry. Gift shop so we can keep going. Can't pick this lock. Let's say it's using board game design principles where you have to have a solid glossary of being able to understand the rules. That makes sense. Also, yeah, there's a glossary in the computer system. So if they want to have a glossary entry for additions where they let you know there that, oh, you can add more rooms to your draft pool, that'd be a good place to put it. Aquarium's kind of perfect there, isn't it? Right, before we go in there. think kitchen. Although ballroom gets us up to the corner. Although I don't want to set my gems to 2. What if I re-roll this? I have the magnifying glass. Alright. Let's try and open the last safe. If we count small gates, there are 8 of them. 8 dates crack 8 safes. November 8th. Okay. So my first guess that I said yesterday. 8. No. Okay. Today's December 29th. That calendar is the only thing in this room that's going to help me, isn't it? Okay. Yes, today's December 29th. I don't know. I'm curious about that too. 1, 7, 14, 28, 29. December 29th is a Tuesday. I could have looked at this and it says Tuesday, right? Yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. So it's not because we've started a week that would have 1994 in it. I don't know. Because daylight savings time and time zones, I don't know, whatever. Because the game has no confidence that I'll find all the cutscenes before 1994. I need to prove it wrong. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Is it day 8 that you're looking for? There are 8 gates, so we're looking for day 8, and we know day 1 is November 7th, so day 8 is November 14th. This small safe is finicky. Did I do that wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Is it November 8th? Get over here. It's just November 8th. There's no gem in here. Oh, it's a tiny little letter. November 8th. Uncle. In a few hours, we are departing. As planned, we will be taking the old Mountain Way tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out. Then we'll proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father would have nodded in approval of. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house, this unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what these lost days were all for. Explain to him, if you can, the intersection between foolishness and doctrine, the thin wire we stood upon, above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days, we were guilty of everything. As always, Mary. So they were going north to here's my map. North to Arch Ares. Okay. Are you recording the dates? Do you think the dates will be a further clue for something? No. No, the letter in the freezer said don't write down the dates. They might end up being a thing, but, like, they're just. The date here is the safe combination for here. So it's. That was true of a few other ones too. I don't know. Alright. I'm just gonna take a quick screenshot of this just in case we get the Great Hall. There we go. Where's my cursor? Alright. Onward. We can't get it here, but hopefully we can get the conservatory. No. Pump room's free and lets us keep going. Where? Let's just eat it now. I'll be up to 107 steps. Sorry, 108. I forgot that I could add salt. Alright. None of these go sideways. I guess showroom. And I'll go down to aquarium and open the doors from there. Alright, what we got today? Moon pendant, of course. Moon pendant's the only one we can have, or buy now. You may rotate, don't care. You may rewind after drawing new floor plans. Silver spoon, it's happening. No. Let's not get anything yet. Just remember that the moon pendant is available if needed. We didn't enter here. We opened this up from there. We never came in. Where are you? What are you beeping about? Oh, on the barrel. Lockpick? No. Okay, I can't lockpick. Do we go many doors here? Yeah. I think we do silver key. I didn't know it would show up on silver key. These candles don't have rubies in them. The Explorer's Trophy, in recognition of traversing every corner of the house. You've been awarded the Explorer's Trophy for completing the Mount Holly Directory. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. Great. There's a second lever for every door in the antechamber. That's good to know. Where's our poem? The fifth key is held by a king on his throne. You're not a king. Oh. Also, it's a king. Alright. I think we go downstairs. We open the last sanctum door. We solve the last... At this point, we punch in as much info as we know, and we brute force the last two runes. Try lighting the candles anyway. Absolutely. You're totally right. No. No, it's just the ruby ones. Yeah, this isn't working. Okay. Alright, we need to go downstairs anyway, so let's just get downstairs. Can't lockpick. It's self-pump room. Aquarium. Utility closet. Workshop. Second aquarium. Security. That's 7 doors already. And it's not going to have one facing the corridor, so... Let's open this door anyway. See what it is. just opens right up. Red box with a moon. There is no realm that flies the white flag. That's a lie. The real treasure of the treasure trove was the gold we found along the way. It's going to open all the corners first. Ooh. Can't get a good angle to see if there's anything else. I already pulled that one. Another silver key. Four dice. I'll tab back in. This is still set up to work, right? Yeah, okay, good. I didn't remember if I was rotating things. Alright, we learned that Kororika is academic. We knew it was orange. We learned it is probably in the mountains. Kororika. That's going to be the last one we spend. We don't know if it's snowy or windy, and it's probably one of those. If it's in the mountains, it's probably snowy. So let's start with that. This is method of travel, which we don't know. This is a horse. We haven't had horse yet. We're looking for the triangles in and out. That. And we're looking for academia, which is 3 lines. No. So probably not a horse. Let's train. That's aviation, which is one that we haven't tried yet, or one that nobody's had yet. Not big fans of planes. I doubt it's camel, but let's try it. It's not the snow camel. Alright, so let's assume it's not snowy. Let's say it's windy. That one. Windy mountain camels. This doesn't make sense either, does it? I did try aviation, that was the first one. Probably not turtles. Alright, aviation, windy. Yeah, everything's right. No. That makes sense. If it's too windy, you wouldn't want aviation. No, this is aviation. The other one was horse. Sorry. Aviation was the second one I tried before. Does that mean it's not windy? Or it's not mountains? Or it's an overlap of travel? Or weather? What do we know about Kororika? We definitely know it's academic. Pretty sure the book said mountains. Which would lead me to think snow. So I'm going to switch it back to snow, and we're going to try every transportation method in the snow. Alright. It's going to be a lot of spin in this bottom wheel here. So this is aviation, academia, orange color, snow. Now, so I just want to change navigation, which is, God, what wheel was it? No, damn it. Alright, we'll spin this back around. Camel. Probably not camel. We're going to try it anyway again. So we're going to try all of them. Oops. It's not the snow camel. Is it the snow turtle? Snow trains. Snowpiercer. That was a movie about a totally normal situation with nothing horrific happening in any way whatsoever. Snow roads. Come on. I don't know. Snowpiercer was not a great movie, in my opinion. There we go. Snow roads. Look back up. Need to write this down. Sorry for bumping the camera. Academia. Snow. Roads. Alright. Method of travel overlaps all over the effing place, I guess. I have the magnifying glass. Good. 12-cent stamp. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities the further we travel up into the mountains to attend to my correspondence, and I find myself regretting having brought so many books, as this is the first realm I've visited without porters. Here, every person is expected to carry their own belongings, and if you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned. Fewer. I'd never expected to appreciate the cold, but the frigid weather here is a welcome relief coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. Puerto Rico is after Vera. Vera is after Morajai. Morajai I don't have a date on. Arch Aries is after sailing, probably from Costa Rica, I would assume. So I assume that he's going Orinda or Raja, Nuance, Morajai, Vera, Costa Rica, Arch, Fen. Let me see roads on that stamp. Oh, P.S. I ended up forsaking all but one of my books. Mount Ephros? Mount Ephros, Costa Rica School of Drafting. There's no roads on the stamp, but there's no method of any sort of travel whatsoever on this stamp, so, you know. I wonder which book made it back. It's a good question. Nice snowy little bonsai here. Snow tree. This is a mini furnace to keep warm, right? Looks pretty. What do the numbers mean on the stamp? It's a postmark. Probably which post office marked it. Typically they have a date, but none of the dates make any sense within the context of this game, because it'd have to be from the 1900s, and the only 19 on the stamp is at the end. So it's possible that, considering that birth certificate said that this Mary was born in 1950 whatever of Era 6, it's possible that the different continents have different year numbers. what's it called? Post verification? I don't know. Far from the port towns of the lesser islands, the academics of Costa Rica were among the last strongholds where the puzzle box fad spread. Unlike other realms whose regional rule variants emerged organically over time, the students of Costa Rica designed orange tiles by committee, voting on student-submitted designs and picking the one they felt best represented the realm. When these tiles are pressed, if the majority of adjacent tiles share a color, then the pressed tile will change to that color. Black is shift the row one to the right. Purple, violet is swaps with the one below. The purple falls to the bottom. And the green swaps with the cross, right? Swap with opposite side corner. Yep, so I could do this, then this. These fall down, so that'll swap that up. And then I can make this fall. And then swap that down. So now I've got one of those there. Swap this up. Shift this over, swap this here. And have this fall. And then I need to shift the bottom row over one actually. But then I need to swap. Oh, wait. Have this fall swap here. I screwed up. Reset. So I need to bring the purples up so that I can make them fall and swap with the oranges. Or, no. There, and then I can bring that down. Shift this over, bring this down, shift this over, bring this over there. It'll bring it back up again. I need to shift it with purple. I'm in the same place I was. Right, I forgot that orange had a function, thank you. So I can turn... Reset, because I want to... I have to turn one of the oranges into something, but I need the other four to stay there. No, because I need to bring the orange down to the bottom. So this will swap it with that, so I can do that. And then do this. Swap it with here. Swap this over here. I need to now bring this one down to the bottom. No. I do that. I need to move black over up there. Shift this over like that. And then swap this. Oh, wait. No, I need to grab the middle one. There we go. All right. On to nuance. None of the corners have the bright spot. Nuance. You... The only mode not used so far is tribal, which is this asterisk. We don't know what type of travel. This is nuance. We have no idea. We have no idea what type of weather. I'm going to assume windy because that's the last one that we haven't used yet. Is this weather? That's not what I clicked. This is weather. That's still not what I clicked. Which was behind door one of the sanctum keys. The keys don't have any specific door tied to them. Any sanctum key will open any door. You have to find all 8 to open 8 doors. Alright, wind. The last of 8 was the mech key, yes. Behind the last door of 8. So that's, I had to get all of the 8 mech symbols so I could open up the 4 corner rooms of the mech room. This one. Alright, we'll start with roads. And we're looking for... It was on that. It was on slashes. Alright. Green border. Tribal moats. Windy lines. Roads. Not roads. So now it's this one? Yes. So this is horse. Which nobody has used yet. And if they're... Damn it, I clicked it once too many. If they're tribal, using a horse or a camel makes sense. They don't have... They haven't come together to make technology. No. Nobody cares about horses. Why is that even in the book? What about camels? That's not camels. That's trains. Not trains. Aviation. Can they fly? Are they tribes of bird people? No. This is camel. Can the camels withstand the wind? No camels. No horses, no camels. Or they're not windy. Turtles. Other places of turtles. What about you? Are yours actually tortoises? It's not going to be any of these, is it? Alright, I didn't try naval. Which is what I probably should have tried first, considering it's an island. 2 islands, multiple islands. It's not windy. Or it's not tribal. Or both. I haven't seen Nuance's stamp. Oh. The only info I know about Nuance is they helped out in the war against Fen Ares. Or against the Fen Revolution. That's the only thing I know about Nuance. Okay. The heck? Come here. There. I should do this in order of what the wheels have. And not in the order that I've happened to write them down here. We have tried wind. With let's go through them again. That's the wrong one. That's not what I wanted to change. Hey chat, is there more info about Nuance in the house that I just haven't found yet? Or am forgetting? Don't tell me what it is, just yes or no. Not wind. Or it's not tribal. Oh, whoops. It's possible it's not tribal. I haven't seen anything saying it is, but this is not changing this. Sorry about bumping the camera so often. It's this wheel. It's okay. Okay. It's not no unusual weather. Hey chat, anyone who knows the answer, is tribal right? Did we check the stamp in the entrance hall? That's a... I don't know. I thought that was an Orinda stamp. This is frustrating as hell. Tempted to just look up the answer instead of brute forcing it. Where would I find info about Nuance? Because I don't remember seeing the diamond symbol anywhere. The Realms book is why... No, process of elimination is why I know it's green. No, I had that from the Realms book or something. Hi Pug, welcome back. I need help. Do you know the answer to this? Because I'm right now brute forcing it. Because I have the only info I have. You know, okay. The only info I have is Nuance is green. There are no other civs that are tribal, so I'm assuming Nuance is tribal. Is that correct? Is Nuance tribal? Motherfucker. Okay. So I have 7 times 7 times 7 things to check. That's 49 times 7. That's almost 350 things to check. And it's like 8 clicks to check each one. Hey Pug, am I supposed to find info about Nuance in the house somewhere? Because I currently have nothing other than it's green. There's 3 pieces of info you should have. I have green. and its puzzle box swaps with the opposite side or corner. This is the last sigil we have left to solve. The sigil in the Lost and Found room was Vera. We viewed all the stamps in the mailroom. No, because there are 1,000 letters in there. No. But I'm pretty sure all the ones from Randolph Moore are from the same place. I'm pretty sure the one from Dad. I'm pretty sure all of them from Randolph Moore and from Dad are from Fen Aries. Do I want the locations of where to look? I've looked in the Realm and Rune book, both versions. It's green. Does it have something to do with green rooms? Maybe not. Raj does have to do with the purple rooms. Red is kind of Fen, it's aggressive. Orange, the hallways are, I mean, I guess they're academic because they help you to get to many places. I don't know, making shit up. Yellow. What's yellow? Arch area is industrial, so shops. This doesn't really make sense, this logic. This guy doesn't tell me where to look, just the things to interact with. You know what's a lot easier than inputting 340 some odd? It'd be 343, wouldn't it? Yeah. 343 combinations. Is brute forcing the room 46 room up there and seeing what happens. Just putting the pins in. Let's do that instead. There's only 8 combinations of where nuance could be. Alright. Molly, I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Any of the things that I'm interacting with, are any of them the excavation notes? Because I definitely have not been tracking, like, dates and stuff like that. I don't think so, because I think this would all have to be with Fen and Orinda. You have the list of things to interact with to learn about nuance. Are any of the things I have to interact with the notes from the mining crew? That's what I thought, and I'm glad I don't have to go looking for all those again. Where the hell am I? Foundation. Go into bedroom and then all the way up. I have 83 coins now. Rotate floor plans, rewind time, eat. Let's not bring anything. I don't need your stupid key. Alright. 8 realms in 8 months. I didn't realize it was that quick. I'll put it on the thing. We started to run to Ares. We head to Araja. I'm just going to take the most logical path. You go to Araja next. And then Nuance. And then you go Morajai. I don't know where in Morajai. I don't think it matters. After Morajai is Vera. I know that for fact. After Vera is Kororika. I know that for fact. After a sailing trip is Arch Ares, which would probably be the other way, but sure. No. Is this supposed to be drawing something out that I'll realize? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know that he went to Araja second. I don't know that any of these. Like, I know he went after, but it might not be directly after. Maybe he sailed from here. Come on. No, it's up here. Because Vera is after Morjai. Korik is after Vera. Does this not... Are the lines supposed to mean something? That I'm creating a shape out of the lines, and it's not just like a puzzle where something's going to open when I put all the pins in the right place. I don't think placement within matters. Can I make this loop around? Probably not. Can we nail the small islands? No? Okay. Okay. One, two, three, four. No. I wonder if he sailed from Araja. Maybe you can't get... Maybe you can't cross this border. No. No. Huh. Stop. Time to go read the letters again, I guess. Look at the stamps and figure out everything we can. Okay, let's open up this door. Just open these up for no real reason. Let's spread all the money. We'll be back through here shortly. Let's spread gems, too. Certainly are a lot of diamonds here. Alright, so... I don't want any of those. Sure. I don't have the mailroom. Drawing room links up with pool. That's nice. We'll get a prism key. Mailroom's probably the way to go, huh? Although I have the crown and here's the closed exhibit, do I want to test that now? How's it going? Stole this crown on my head. There's a crown plus throne room or something. I'll check that out too. I'm gonna be going back through there or near there anyway. I don't think I can get through here. This rope is impenetrable. Can I sledgehammer your face? don't think having the crown in this room does anything. That's unfortunate. Alright. So we back up through conference room, pick up all the gems and coins. Go back through showroom, buy whatever we want. Go into throne room, see what happens. Go back to foundation, go downstairs and start reading letters. It's 9 o'clock. The stamp in the entrance hall? Yeah. Look at all this. Yeah, after talking and joking about the different meanings of gates, I walked into that room, saw all the sketches of everyone walking, like, yes, of course, absolutely. And then knew that there was something else to do in the room, so looked around and saw it. I want to not take the basement key because I'm going to be taking the moon pendant and I don't want to end up taking the basement key with me. I was looking around the room. I stopped in front of the sketch of Sinclair sitting on the chair with the candle bent in the background. None of the rest matter. Throne room. I got the crown. Can I do anything? Probably not. I mean, like, this isn't my throne. This is the throne of Arinda Ares. Of the rulers who lived here back before this was Fen. Technically, it's my throne room now because I own the house, but that's not. One of these suits of armor is going to come alive and attack me, right? Like how there's a sigil in here. Yeah, it's for Arinda. Of course, they would have a sigil in the throne room. That makes sense. All these black flags being flown. All right. I don't think anything special happens with the crown. How many extra steps is it from foundation to mailroom? Apple commissary, classroom, library. Oh, right, it's a zigzag all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10 back. We can afford that. Fuck it. So this is the second letter that's here in the event of inheritance. Oh, it is nuance. Aviation. Why didn't I think of blimps? Molly, you cheating for me? Okay, so now I know it's aviation. I have no idea what type of weather or what moat it is. Where would I find those? Okay, logic this out. If the room colors are related to the places, green being the plant rooms, could be poetic because the symbol's a flower. Could be agricultural, that makes a whole lot of sense. Um, literally just say poetic. Because the poetic symbol is a flower. Might be spiritual, but that seems more of a stretch. Probably not Marshall. Probably not metropolitan. Probably not industrial. Probably not academic. I believe them. I know Molly well enough that if I ask, they will tell me the right answer. Or they will. What info did we have from the history book again? That Nuance fought in the war, which might mean militaristic, but also Orinda wasn't militaristic. And they fought in the war. Well, I mean, they lost, because whatever. But so maybe it's militaristic, but or martial. Hmm. All right, let's go downstairs again and brute force it again, and it's gonna be faster to go outside, isn't it? Yeah. Um, Marshall with a T, Tial. Although it might still be derived, Marshall might still be derived from Mars, the name of the god. Wondering if that's the only nuance stamp. I think there's only one type of stamp from each region. I don't know. Now that we've narrowed it down to aviation, we've narrowed down the combinations from almost 350 to 49, which is much more manageable. Alright, you. Green. Green. We have 4 motes that it probably is. We know it's aviation. So, what are we on? We're not on the right thing now. We were on the right thing, it wasn't displaying the right thing because I went all the way back upstairs. Oh, well, I can't be sure of what it's showing at all, can I? Let's just spin everything around. Alright. Sure, we'll start on agricultural, that makes sense. Rain. Oh, we know it's not aviation. Ball. Or we know it is aviation. There. Alright, so this is rain, aviation, and... Okay, so it's not this. This one. Nope. This one. Okay. Sure hope it isn't stormy with them driving those blimps around. Sure hope it's not windy with them trying to drive these blimps around. Molly, keep that tab open with where you're supposed to find info about this, because after I figure it out, I want to know where I was supposed to have looked. So it's probably not agricultural. Moat is this one. Sure, let's try militaristic next. Not windy. You're right. Thank you. Press the button, right? Yeah. Change to reins. This wheel. And then this 5 times. I've been streaming for almost 7 hours. This wheel. Why would they fly blimps in the wind? Should I have known that? Costa Rica was snow. Wind was the only one left. I should have known that. There is no overlap other than Orinda and Fen, which are the same place. And totally not tribal. Cannot think of any hints that they're militaristic. The only one that I know of is that they fought in the war against Fen. That is a spectacular looking model. Oh my god. If that's what their blimps actually look like, I kind of want to live there. Except I'm not too fond of the wind, but you know. Via airmail. The Royal East Air Hangar. By far my favorite realm I have visited during this trip. This was late. But I've always had a penchant for technology, and I'm less moved by the beauty of nature than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Costa Rica or the beaches of Morajai. Perhaps I'm just letting my childhood love of Dirigiblocks compromise my objectivity. Wait, hold on. I thought Dirigiblocks was a game from my youth. I guess it makes sense that it'd be a game from his youth, considering the fake Atari is sitting in the bunk room. From the shops I've visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, as I look across the eastern sea, I can almost see its shores. I never thought that I would miss the sight of red flags. Is this 7? Did you sail up to Arch Ares? Then go all the way to Morajai, Vera, Kororika. Come back to Nuance, Iraja, Orinda, or Fen. That's the same stat. Okay. That looks really cool. Man, they have a civilization with flying cars. Why can't we have that? Alright. So, I know that this is late. As he says that he's visited many this trip. The Nuance variation. Puzzle boxes became just as popular in the air hangars of Nuance as they had in the ports of Morajai. Green tiles were introduced with an ability that allowed them to instantly jump across the board, representing the ease with which air travel conveys its cargo. Yep. Orange turns into green. Purple falls. Purple falls. Roger's mentioned travel location notes. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look later. I don't think there was anything that said when it was in the journey, but maybe it was vague and it was one of the... That was the second one I did. No, the third one. Because it was Orinda, Fen, Iraja. Crap. I broke it. What? The majority? Oh, maybe it only counts the adjacent, the orthogonal, not the diagonal. That should work. Okay. I gotta make that fall, and then. My phone shouldn't be giving notifications I'm live. Oh no, wait, I'm way past schedule, so it has no idea it doesn't. Did that just break my camera? No. Do not disturb. There we go. I'm gonna swap that up top. Oh, that was a mistake. I had it if I didn't do that. Crap. Swap this here. Bring one, swap the other. Oh, no, wait. I need to swap the diagonal one. There. There we go. Alright. Time to look at every letter, every postcard, and scrutinizing detail. Time to pick up this trophy. The Trophy of Sigils, in recognition for visiting 8 realms in 8 months. You've been awarded the Trophy of Sigils for unlocking all 8 realm sigils. Cool. Arajan. I was a little disappointed that there's not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Arajan story I've ever heard has begun with rain. I suppose the anecdotes I make on this trip will have to do without that flavorful setting. Anecdotes I make on this trip. So he's started, and he still has a lot to go. However, even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. I think this is 2. Got it yesterday? Wow. I think Araja might be 2. But I thought I tried that. Araja 2, go to Morjai for 3, 4, 5. Nuance for, I don't know. Yeah, like these numbers don't have anything to do with Fenn's numbers, so I don't know the postmark. So I don't think, I think every area has its own date. And also if it's going 8 months, they might just stamp it with a year. Does first Araja mean it? What? What are you talking about? Oh, first Araja. Yeah, Wamdo. I don't know. I mean, I don't think first Araja means anything. Hell House. AM. Large. Is that 2 D's and an O? I don't know what that means. Large house something. Araja Vo. Leaving Araja. Araja Array. Array meaning future. Oh, motherfucker. What was that from? That was from the... I thought I looked at Arajan and said that it didn't... A-R-I-E, not E-I. It's out of order. That's why. It's not the same order. So... I don't know. I don't know if the microchip was supposed to say array, A-R-E-I, the Arajan word for future, or if it's supposed to be like that for some specific reason. I don't know what court, cloak, and castle means in that context. A large house, this is probably castle or something. Or kingdom, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Palace? Yeah, it could be palace. Is Ari passed? No, because I don't think nouns work like that. I'm pretty sure they don't. Unless it's like AR is time and EI is future, and then IE would be past. I don't know. What was I gonna look up? I'm getting distracted. I was in Araja. Let's look at Morajai. After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Morajai last night in good spirits. Oh, you're right, because it wouldn't be a flipped suffix, it would be a prefix. You're right. People here are diligent in their politeness, and after spending a full day among the Jara, I'm just as afraid of eating another dish as I am of rejecting their offers. I make sure to sneak away tomorrow and spend some time alone with my books, plural. He didn't ditch his books until Kororiko, which is after Vera, which is after Morajai. So I knew that. I've noticed that each realm I have visited has one thing in common. They've each been short on solitude. So this is also late. But not... It might be mid to late. I want to solve this puzzle box. Alright. So then I know that this is directly after Morajai, right? even if the weather here is much more severe than it was on Morajai. Maybe not directly. Is it short sailing from Nuance or Archeries? We don't know. Probably Nuance. Kororika would be directly after Morajai. Coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. This is definitely directly after Vera. By far my favorite realm I visited during this trip. So, could be late, could be mid. Never thought that I would miss the sight of red flags. That sounds to me like very late. This is a weird route he's taking. Let's go look at Archeries again. Let me just confirm real fast. Arind is first and Fen is last, because I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I've departed, forsaking both map and plan. As it happens, the road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom. A landmark as black in realm as it is a name and a story I feel closely connected to. The road has taken me south. Might also mean that Araja is second. Alright, from Fen. Should be last. Actually, writing this last postcard sitting at my desk at home. Absolutely last. So I should put forth the extra effort and drop it in the mail for consistency, but I'm tempted to save the postmaster trip, as it'll just wind up here once again to join the other 7, which I'm pleased to report were all waiting for me on my desk safe as can be. Flipping through them has reminded me of the many friends I've made and lessons I've learned along the way. As I look back, one truth shines brighter than the others. Air travel is much better than sea travel. P.S. Remind Anne to replace the books I lost. The books is the major clue. He has books in Morajai. He gets rid of all but one of his books in Kororika. But Archeries. But they basically say that Vera is after Morajai and Kororika is after Vera. So we know that, unless this mentions a book, We arrived here after a few days of sailing, and it made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Archaeries is a destination with which I am well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Cinca. This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories, and will instead trek along the northern coast, an area with which I am wholly unfamiliar. A few days of sailing. So you didn't come from Orinda. You came from somewhere far away. Maybe Costa Rica. Maybe Nuance. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers are just as stirring as the mountains of Costa Rica or the beaches of Morajai. So this is after Costa Rica. Oh yeah, maybe he went down to Araja, then up to Archaeries sailing a few days. But he got to Morajai from a short sea voyage. Which I don't think that makes sense anymore. Unless he went Archaeries to Morajai, and that's somehow shorter than Araja to Archaeries. Because, like, from these four regions, he went to Morajai first after only a short sea voyage. That's weird. Is the map you drew to scale? It's copied from the classroom as closely as I could do it. Spend some time doing it. Although the classroom had it on two separate hemispheres, not as one combined map. Like, the hemispheres were split here, I guess. So maybe Arch to Morajai is a lot shorter. Maybe this is closer to this than I thought. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I gotta say though, if you're trying to do eight places in 8 months, jumping around like that's weird. The globes should help? Yeah, I guess. But I'd have to go upstairs to find one, and I don't want to run out of steps, keep running up and down. You know what? Let me just take a screenshot of all of these. Save as. Don't put it in that folder. New folder. Blueprints. Just gonna go one by one and take screenshots of all of them. So if I'm upstairs and I go, wait, what did something say? I don't have to. Shot. Puerto Rico. Russia. Arch. Aries. Aries. Alright, so now I have all of them. Is there any reason to be down here right now? Don't think so. So now I'm going to somewhere with a globe. Classroom. Does Classroom have a globe? Or is it only a certain Classroom that has a globe? Classroom might have a globe. Hey, it's been a while since we climbed around these boxes. That's Mom's handwriting. Oh. I'm not sure I was supposed to be able to fall down those boxes that way. Excuse me, elevator. Should I be going this way? Is there a globe closer to the entrance hall? Or observatory? I don't think of it. The observatory has one. The classroom also has one that's closer to the antechamber. Let's just do this. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Everyone stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Hi. Just finishing up a granola bar. I had lunch at noon. Started stream at 2. No. No, of course I didn't. At 5 o'clock or whenever that break was, I had a granola bar. And it's now 10 p.m. Go eat. That's what I'm doing. I'm eating a granola bar. Can't stop stream because you can't end the day and save progress. That's one of the things that really bugs me about this game. You can't stop midday. Anyway, let's go to the classroom. Here's a ball. That's Morajai. You had a short hop to this island and a short hop to Archeries. Yeah, I guess so. But then they got to Archeries from a long journey, sailing a few days. There's one there from from Fen, around and up, which is weird. Why wouldn't you cut across? But whatever. There's this one here. There's this bullshit one around from this island through here to there. That's a lot of bullshit. Is there another? That is only technically a globe. I don't know. I think I'm still brute forcing things. I don't know where Archaeries fits in sequence. But if I know that you started Orinda, ended Fen, Araja is probably second, and then you have a group of Morajai, Vera, Kororika, Nuance. Actually, can you get from Nuance? Where's Nuance? Oh, Nuance would be over there, right. Yeah, I can't get a good angle to see Nuance at all. Alright, let's go up to 46 and try him. Not this way. Well, this works. Go through. No, this way's shorter because bedroom you save steps. There's a purple globe in here. Globe. Eight trophies. I wonder how many we have. Up works. Yeah. There's a globe in here. There it is. Alright, so there's a... Let's spin this, so... Pretty sure every time you spin it, it goes a little further than one full rotation. So we can get a good view of Araja here. There's a giant gap between those. Okay. So very short to Morajai would probably be hopping from Archaeries. So it's probably Orinda, Araja, Arch, Morajai, Vera, Kororika, Nuance. And then Fen. Which is why Nuance is saying that he that he misses the red flags because that's the second to last one right before home. Okay. So if we go 2, then up to 3, then cut across to 4. Certified copy deed. This is the same deed we saw.
Nice.
Lord Arthur Clementine to Lady Orave of Trinsdale. $1912. This is the exact same deed. Okay. So nothing new there. The last will and testament of me, Herbert S. Sinclair. I, Herbert S. Sinclair, of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. This is the same as. This is going to have more in it than what's in the recording. I declare that I am not and have never been married and have no children. Yeah, okay. First, I direct that all my debts and outstanding expenses be paid as soon as my decease is possible. As soon after my decease is possible. Secondly, I direct all the servants and staff in my employ at the time of my death shall be granted indefinite leave to be paid out of the reserves of my estate set aside for such occasion, until such a time as a new master of Mount Holly bids their return. In the event that the aforesaid reserves for this purpose are depleted before a new master of the estate is found, I direct my executor to make provisions for their future employment and to do so in a manner that is just and equitable to all parties involved. You're taking care of the staff first. Appreciate that. Thirdly, to my faithful valet, Hartley Rota, I hereby gift to him the lake house in Trinsdale as a small measure of gratitude for his many years of unwavering loyalty and devoted service. We saw this in Harley's room. He wrote the note about it. I direct that my executor take such steps as are necessary to transfer ownership of the said lake house to Harley Rota, and should use all reasonable efforts to persuade him to accept the same. He's not going to want to go. You're going to have to make him go. Furthermore, to my late cousin Tillin's 2 children, Courtney Ferrin and Rygard Ferrin. Courtney wrote one of the red letters. I think the one in the boudoir. Or it was the one in no, it was the one in the time lock safe in the shelter. My late cousin's 2 children who have sometimes been impulsive and hasty in their actions. I grant to each a cuckoo clock set eternally on the sacred hour, for only time will tell when they are ready to slow down enough to appreciate the gifts bestowed upon them with the patience and wisdom that comes with maturity. In the case that Lionel Epson should return from his travels abroad, or in the event that any of his heirs should present themselves, I bequeath to him or them, as the case may be, the diary and its related key, which formerly belonged to his sister Clara Epson, which I have kept in her room and beside her grave, respectively and respectfully. In addition, it is my fervent desire that the gallery, along with all the artwork contained within, be bestowed upon the Reddington Museum of Art, including the sculptures, exhibits, and the entire collection of drawings by Christopher Manson, comprised of 4 pieces entitled Think, Ponder. Hold on. There was the bottle of wine. Think, ponder, something, and ruminate. I don't remember what the third one was. This generous donation shall be made 1 year hence, following the date of my earthly departure, when it will be removed from Mount Holly's draft pool. Good to know that in a year I won't be able to access the gallery anymore. Wonder what happens if I play 365 days. Moreover, to the Grand Cathedral of Araja I bequeath 8 stone statues sculpted in the likeness of the 8 Arajan angels, Arinda, Lydia. Oh, I have the names now. Hold on. I know I'm probably not going to need them, but I can write them down because I have some of them. Oh, we're here. Arinda, Lydia. There's one with a riding crop and one with a pitchfork, and I don't know which is which. Arinda, Lydia, Rinna, Joya, Doja. I feel like I've seen those names before, so I should be able to know which is which. Vea, Mila, and Draxus. These sculpted figures have been in the Sinclair tomb for multiple generations, and even though there's been much debate over their natural numeric order, they have nevertheless remained steadfast in their safeguarding of our family's secrets. I trust they will continue to provide the Cathedral of Araja the same level of stewardship. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all the rest, residue, and remainder of my estate, and of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. Why am I tearing up? Land which I own near Mount Holly as a token of the cordial and affectionate friendship for which nearly a half century his grandmother, Clara Epson, has shown me. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate of Mount Holly. This room, among other things of value, holds the physical deed to the entire estate, as well as many other personal effects and policies of insurance. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse, and the above clauses on this page and provisions pertaining to that clause shall be considered null and void, and the rest of my estate shall be disposed of and gifted to the Arindian Heritage Foundation, under condition that the house be immediately winnowed and sealed, with explicit instructions and allowances that the site shall not be reopened until black flags are once again flying over Oris, or 110 years has passed since my death, whichever day shall come first. Within a timely manner. It does say manor, Manor. That's great. 110, why 110? It's a very long time. As one final gift to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, regardless of whether he finds room 46 or not, I leave and bequeath to him the original manuscripts of his mother's works that were produced here under the roof of her childhood home. These preliminary draft copies include red prints, which she wrote while visiting the estate during the brightest of her days, and a new clue, which she penned here during the darkest. I hope that in due time and in the natural order of things he will come to be content, as I have, with what little of herself she left us. In witness whereof I have hereto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay. So, where are the original manuscripts? Because I very, very much want to read those. I guess. Oh, when I opened 46, she read Red Prince. I know that. All right. Do we not know where they're in the manuscripts? Oh. I presume that they are still somewhere within the estate, waiting to be found. I'm curious how many trophies I have now. Um, what else do I have to do to feel satisfied about this? I'd like to get to Classroom 9, I guess. There was nothing there. Did that. Did that. I'd like to read the Arajan letter in the tomb, but that's not today. Just trophies, lore cleanup things. I'm probably going to play this during my vacation just to walk around and find more things. I think I'm done streaming it. I think this has been a great place to leave it. No, what do you mean no? I don't think walking around. I want to see the final discoveries. It's gonna be me walking around, looking at everything very slowly. I don't think it's gonna be um, good stream content. Like I don't actually know that there's much more to find. Honest, well, there is because there are apparently some unsolved things. But give me that discovery shit. Okay. Um, I think I still have blueprints for Thursday. Maybe we'll do that on Thursday. We'll just do some last discovery stuff. That makes sense. Where do I want to end today? I still have Blessing of the Monk for one more day. Um, what is gonna help me? I mean, I want the tomb. I want the schoolhouse. So I actively don't want Blessing of the Monk. What happens when you get 8 trophies? You can buy. Let me go to the gift shop. When you get 8 trophies, you have the ability to buy the blue tent. Blue tents. I think it's just to say, like, look, the tent's blue now. That means I've done a lot. Um, let me. What if it's more? All right. Let me walk back to the entrance and see how many more trophies I have to do. Because I actually don't know. Oh wait, which way am I going? South to Chapel and then zigzag. Yeah. back to commissary. Does this have trophies in the book here? I think it does. It does not. I guess there technically still is like an upgrade disc I'm missing. Can't afford the 10. Oh, the 86. Because I walked through the chapel twice. I presume it's like 100 or 200. No, it's lying. Yeah. I've got 7. Solve 40 dartboard puzzles. I'm at 29 of 40. Win the trophy of drafting. Win the drafting strategy sweepstakes. That's not happening. Reach room 46 in dare mode. Reach room 46 in curse mode. Reach room 46 in 1 day. Reach room 46 in under an hour. Buy out the entire showroom. Ace the classroom final exam. Complete the trophy case. I have the moon pendant. I only have 85 coins. That's not enough to buy out the entire showroom. So I can't do that. So dartboard or classroom. One of those is going to be it. I'm wondering if tomorrow there's going to be something else here for finding the deed. Maybe I get a thing. I don't know. There's still the tunnel that I want to clear out all the boxes from. I want to figure out what's going on with email. I want to receive some of those. Say like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Do you have any more hints to give me? But I don't know. Yeah, I'll play it again on Thursday. Where do I want to end today for Blessing of the Monk? Hopefully, for sake of sleep, it's not an 8-hour stream again. Aha! But it's right before Desert Bus when I need to stay up late anyway. Do I want to just start in security? Start in the armory. Screw it, I'm gonna start in the armory. Assuming that the tomb or something else doesn't come up. Before I call it a day, is there anything else anyone wants to see from today, day 53? I want to see this last letter. Staff announcements. Ooh, okay. I'll need to look at that. I'm your security. Security? Yeah. Staff services, staff announcements. I don't think anyone else has access to the network this month except you, so if you're reading this, we're rooting for you. New, Monday, November 8th. They still sent messages. How was your first day on the estate? Hopefully you're not having too much trouble drafting rooms, as it can be a bit overwhelming. I'm normally in charge of drafting the rooms for the day each morning, so I know how it goes. Oh, okay. I was wondering how that would work. For more, just to let everyone know, the estate has been cut off from outside communications, St. Clair's instructions, so I don't think Simon's going to be seeing anything posted here for the time being. Now you tell me. And I'm guessing that means the electronic mail accounts are disabled as well? Yes, he should only be able to access data currently on the system, so if he does figure out the network password, he should be able to read any emails that were on the system on November 6th, as that is when satellite communications were shut down. Oh, jump ahead 11 days. I'm getting anxious. Does anyone have any updates on Simon's progress? Okay. This was 11 days. When did I... What day did I open 46? I don't have that written down, do I? No. I think it was before the commissary sale, so it was before day 20. No real worldness progress yet, but it's very hard to say without access to the network from here. I'm monitoring a few things from the offices in Cinca, but it doesn't really paint a picture of what's happening over there. Your guess is as good as mine. It's been a month now. Does anyone know when we are expected to return to work? From Bridget. I don't know. I know we don't have much information at this time about what's happening on the estate, but my sister is planning a trip in a week, and it'd be nice to know if this indefinite leave has any expected end date. Hey, Bridget, thanks for checking in. It's a bit complicated, but the short answer is no. We don't really know when we will be going back to work. So, by all means, take that trip and have fun. These indefinite furloughs only happen once in a career. Yes, and I'd like to add that even if Simon has found room 46, he will very likely want some additional time alone on the estate to adjust before he summons us back to resume work. If I were placing bets, I say it's going to be at least another month, maybe longer. All right, well, we're on December 29th right now, so 20 days after this was sent. Merry Christmas, Simon. Oh. Or as her ladyship used to call your mother, Merry Christmas. We wanted to let you know that we've left some presents for you in the boudoir today. Hopefully next year we'll be able to celebrate this day together. Did I go into the boudoir on Christmas? I don't think I did. So when I mentioned, hey, there's this thing I learned from the Scorched Sundial, it was this. I didn't get to see it was in the boudoir. Damn. All right. I'll have to play for 365 more days then, I guess. I wonder if there's a New Year's thing. Request schedule change. No, I can't do anything there. Nothing there to let... Hmm. I have all the words, right? Yep, okay. Alright. Alright, so I think we end the day in the armory. And I call it a day here. Unless there's anything else people want to see. Coming up on stream. Tomorrow is Games with Friends. It's been over 8 hours since I checked the Discord. We're probably playing Repo, because I don't know that Wrench is available. Yeah, we're playing Repo. Um, Tune in for that at 6 p.m. On Monday, probably building Lego Japanese maple tree. I don't know if I'm going to save that for after or not. I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure. Um, on Tuesday, some Mario 64 bingo or Ascend or both. I've been having a lot of fun with that. Thursday, more blueprints to try and figure out a few last things, but it's no real hard goals as to what, like, solving that puzzle, the pins on in room 46 was kind of the thing I wanted to do. So I'm super happy with where I am right now. After Thursday the 13th, I am on vacation for over 2 weeks, but it's okay. There will still be Faded Oasis. You see, if you go to the YouTube, there it is. From November 16th to 28th, I'll be uploading a video every single day at 6 p.m., which is normal stream starting time, uh, where I've done a thing. I've driven every road in Mario Kart World in a giant tournament against the hardest bots in the game. And I added up all the scores. Um, so that's a 13-day event. I split up the whole thing up into 13 days. Each day is about a half hour to 45 minutes, mostly a half hour. Yeah, I'm very excited to have this going up. This is going to be every single day, Sunday through Saturday. You recorded this and not streamed? Correct, because I'm on vacation. I'm not going to be here for stream. Also, this is YouTube exclusive. So you're going to have to watch it there. Because I'm not going to be near a computer to do a live stream of, well, let's watch this video. So sorry if you're watching this on Twitch. You're going to have to go to youtube.com/@fadedoasis. There will be a playlist of everything, so you can watch it all at once, or you can watch it every day as the videos come out, whatever you decide. Um, if you want to help me out and give me a little morale boost, you can leave some comments about what you liked about each video. Hit the like button, do all that normal stuff that everyone's urging you to do. Yeah, every single day from November 16th to November 28th. So look out for those. And that's going to do it for today's stream. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Oh, wait. I again almost ended the stream before I ended the day. Garden Castle, 6 green rooms, and the throne room. All right, that's going to do it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one.